Imagine a world consumed by war. The air is thick with smoke and the stench of gunpowder. Cities lie in ruins, once vibrant streets, now scarred with destruction. The cries of the wounded echo through the shattered landscapes. This is the immediate, visceral reality of war, a reality that has haunted humanity for centuries. From the trenches of World War I to the mushroom clouds of World War II, the 20th century witnessed conflict on an unprecedented scale. These wars left an indelible mark on the world, reshaping political boundaries, sparking technological advancements, and forever altering the course of human history. But beyond the immediate devastation, these wars forced humanity to confront fundamental questions about power, ideology, and the very nature of peace. They underscored the devastating consequences of unchecked ambition and the urgent need for international cooperation. Most importantly, they highlighted the enduring human spirit capable of rebuilding and striving for a better future even in the face of unimaginable loss. World War I, the war to end all wars, erupted in 1914, plunging Europe and the world into a bloody conflict. Fueled by nationalism, imperialism, and a complex web of alliances, the war shattered the illusion of a stable world order. For 4 long years, millions fought and died in the trenches, victims of new technologies like machine guns and poison gas. The war's end in 1918 brought relief, but also a profound sense of disillusionment. The Treaty of Versailles, while aiming to prevent future conflicts, imposed harsh penalties on Germany, sowing the seeds of resentment that would contribute to the outbreak of World War II. Yet, amidst the devastation, World War I also spurred significant social and political changes. The war's horrors fueled a growing anti-war sentiment and a desire for lasting peace. This led to the creation of the League of Nations, the first international organization dedicated to preventing future wars through collective security and diplomacy. Moreover, the war accelerated the push for democratic reforms. The sacrifices made by soldiers and civilians alike strengthened calls for greater political participation and representation. This led to the expansion of suffrage in many countries, empowering women and marginalized groups, and shaping the democratic landscape of the 20th century. Just 2 decades after the guns fell silent in World War I, the world descended once more into chaos with the outbreak of World War II in 1939. The rise of Nazi Germany, fueled by economic depression and nationalist fervor, plunged humanity into an even more devastating conflict. World War II was a global conflagration, with battles fought across continents and millions more lives lost. The war witnessed unimaginable atrocities, including the Holocaust, a stark reminder of the horrific consequences of hatred and intolerance. The end of World War II in 1945 marked a turning point in human history. The horrors of the war, particularly the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, served as a stark wake-up call to the world. The need for international cooperation to prevent such devastation from ever happening again was clear. From the ashes of war arose the United Nations, a successor to the League of Nations, founded on the principles of peace, security, and cooperation. The UN, with its broader mandate and more inclusive membership, aimed to address the root causes of conflict and foster dialogue between nations. It represented a renewed hope for a more peaceful and just world order. Section 4. The Cold War, a different kind of battlefield. As the world emerged from the wreckage of World War II, a new conflict began to take shape: the Cold War. Unlike the hot wars that preceded it, the Cold War was a clash of ideologies, a global rivalry between the capitalist United States and the communist Soviet Union. This rivalry played out on multiple fronts, from proxy wars in Korea and Vietnam to a fierce arms race that saw both superpowers amass vast nuclear arsenals. The threat of nuclear annihilation loomed large, casting a long shadow over the second half of the 20th century. The Cold War was a period of intense ideological struggle, with both sides vying for global influence. It also led to the formation of military alliances like NATO and the Warsaw Pact, dividing the world into opposing blocs. Espionage, propaganda, and technological competition became hallmarks of this era. Section 5, the space race, reaching for the stars amidst earthly tensions. One of the most visible manifestations of the Cold War rivalry was the space race. Driven by a desire to demonstrate technological superiority, the United States and the Soviet Union embarked on a competition to conquer the final frontier. In 1957, the Soviet Union launched Sputnik, the first artificial satellite, into orbit, shocking the world and igniting the space race. This was followed by Yuri Gagarin's historic flight in 1961, making him the first human in space. The United States, determined to catch up, poured resources into its space program, culminating in the Apollo 11 mission in 1969. Neil Armstrong's first steps on the moon marked a pivotal moment in human history, a testament to human ingenuity and the pursuit of scientific advancement.